All right, the 30 to 21 portion of the top 50 NHL players of 2019 features a lot of young stars that have potential to be higher on said list a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, for many, many years to come. With Rory Boylen and Ryan Dixon. Guys, I want to take a look at this list, break it down a little bit more, and talk about who could be higher. So this is a list that features Sebastian Aho, Mitch Marner, Johnny Gaudreau, Braden Point. I imagine of the 10 in this section, they are the 4 that have the potential to climb the highest. So Ryan, I'll start with you. Who do you think of those 4 could be higher up on this list in years to come?
Well, I think the short answer is all of them, but Aho's interesting. You know, people probably still don't know a ton about him, despite the fact that Carolina made it to the conference final. But there's a reason the Habs went after him with an offer sheet. Some would say not a strong enough one, but he is...
We're not here to debate that.
He's a point-a-game guy as of last year. He's got a great running mate in his Finnish buddy, Teuvo Teravainen. I just think he's a guy who is going to continue now coming out of his entry-level deal, obviously entering year 4. He's going to keep finding new gears. Yeah. So I think 30 is just the start for him.
Rory, you?
I mean, again, any one of these guys. You could even make a case for Brent Burns to jump up here, but Mitch Marner really could launch up this list too. If he gets more penalty kill time, we already know he's a puck hog. He can put up monster totals. He might win an Art Ross, and then you have to consider him for a top 15, top 10 spot in this league. There's so many ways for his game to get better defensively, for him to get exposed to different types of games, different types of challenges. I still see a lot of growth coming from Mitch Marner. He could explode up this list before long.
Let's talk David Pastrnak for a second as well, because it's not easy to forget about him. He plays with Marchand and Bergeron. Again, they are one of the best lines in all of hockey, but many would regard him as the 3rd best player on that line. That might be unfair to a guy that has the potential to maybe lead the league in goals, as you've put it before.
Yeah, absolutely. Had the thumb injury last year, and, you know, let's flip it around, too. He's got to be learning something about the defensive game from Patrice Bergeron. I just don't think you could be in that close proximity to Bergeron and not pick up a thing or two. So while his offense is obviously his calling card, I wouldn't be surprised to see him round into quite a solid player at both ends of the ice.
38 goals, 43 assists, 81 points. He shows that he can do it in both parts of the offensive game in terms of scoring and passing. But again, he is a solid all-around player that really, again, like you said, Ryan, like has learned a bit of the defensive game, and that could only improve his stock going forward too.
Yeah, it says a lot about this line that all 3 of them appear on this list, and he is the lowest ranked on this list, but still really high. I mean, you're right. He does it all. He does absolutely everything. Another draft day gem found by the Boston Bruins, and they found a few of those over the years, but how quickly he's been able to really step up. And now that he's gotten to be a significant point producer, he's stayed at that level for a couple of years. So I think that's proof that he's not really just tagging along on that line. He's done it through injuries. He's done it when one or both of those guys have been out of the lineup. So he very much is a player, a star player unto himself.
It is a list full of young superstars that could be higher in years to come. Who do you think of this section will be in the higher rankings 1 year from now? Let us know in the comments below. If you missed the entire reveal of list 30 to 21, be sure to click on the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/sportsnet so you don't miss anything.